First thing you want to do is you're going to want to enter your username and password for Twitter to add your Twitter account to the program. You can do this for as many accounts as you have. Okay, if it wasn't the correct username and password, it would tell you right here because the program goes out and checks with Twitter before it adds it. You can proceed to go ahead and add all your Twitter accounts here. One thing we want to point out, you can only run one at a time. We are not a spam program. We're a very efficient marketing tool. Whether you're marketing your business or yourself, you'll be able to set up several tasks on autopilot and be very targeted. We find it's much better to have one good strong account than 100 garbage accounts not targeting the right audience. When it comes to marketing, anyone will tell you that the most effective way is to have a targeted audience. That anything short of that is just a waste of time and effort. So let's give you a look at our program here, which I want to point out is written in Adobe. We also have a Mac version and a Linux version if you need that. So let's go ahead and log in now. Alright, there's a lot to our program, and we're going to cover everything for you. First off, you'll see over here where I'm signed in with my username, and you can also go over here, and if you click on that, it'll take you to the profile. You can see here we have my tweets and my following and my followers. Let's go up here to the top, and you can see we have a ratio. We go into an explanation of how ratio works. It's kind of a good way to monitor how you're doing as far as your balance. Like if you were a celebrity, you'd probably have a 2 or a 3.0 because you wouldn't be following anybody, but everybody would be following you. But we give you a nice little explanation there. 1.0 puts you in the green. That's more or less a perfect balance. Over here we have task. We'll get into that as we proceed. We got our link shortener here where you enter your link or your web address, and it'll shorten it into a shortened URL. And then next we have tools, which that's also something we're going to get into as we proceed. You have a list manager, and you see we have a tweets generator and a white list and a black list. We'll get into that as we more or less get into the tweet section here. So first off, let's come back over here, and you see from top to bottom we have our different categories, and then we have subcategories. Under follow we have 6 different subcategories. So let's start off there. We have our word search. Let's start there. And from our word search, you see we can have a variety of different search criteria. And just for demonstration purpose, I'm going to go ahead and, since my website is about baby formula and coupons for that, I'm going to put in the keyword infant. And you'll see we have quite a few different things we can target. Hashtags, we can specify words we don't want to include in the tweets, exact phrases, different languages. My audience is basically going to be English. And then over here we can, you'll see this throughout all the program, you can set up how many people you want to go out with word search and find and follow. So let's go ahead and get that started. Got set to 60. Alright, you see up here we've got our tasks set up. If you click here, you can see we have all the people that had found with the word infant somewhere in their tweets or their profile. And you can look at their profiles here. And here, just looking at this, she mentioned single mom, so obviously she's a mom, and somewhere in her tweets she's talking about infants. Let's say this was somebody that we looked at their profile and we decide, no, that's somebody we don't want to follow, we can easily just delete them right there. And you'll see where the information window comes up here and tells you that that was deleted. Now here you'll see our clock running down, and we've researched each one of these different tasks for the best setting as far as the clock. Now you can go up here and you can change them to whatever you want. Minimum, maximum, will take a random number. You can pause your clock by clicking on it and then click it again to start it back up. So this is randomly between 1 and 5 minutes going to send these follows out. And then we can go up here and you can see how many's completed, how many pending, and how many total. So right now the first one hasn't done the follow yet. Once it does, you'll see it here in complete. We'll give it a second. Counting down over here. And you also see up here in the status where a new user has been followed successfully. So I'm going to go ahead and drop these tasks down, and let's move on to the next one, which is a place search. This is where you can target, this is more for like local businesses. Say you live in a certain area and you sell pizzas, you would search in your area and use pizza as a keyword. So let's say I live in Cincinnati, and let's just, for the heck of it, say pizza. And let's go within a 25-mile radius. We can specify miles or kilometers. And here we can go ahead and adjust how many people we want to go out and follow. And just click search and follow. Alrighty, and now we have the task built. You'll see up here we have 2 tasks. And let's look at the details here. And we show where they're pending. Another thing I'll show you here is once the task has been completed on that, it shows completed. But you can more or less get the feel for how this works real fast. There we follow. We got 45 pending and a total of 46. And let's go ahead and view a profile. Okay, there's somebody talking about pizza. They obviously like pizza, so that's a very targeted person. We're not just targeting anybody, we're targeting someone that likes pizza. Go ahead and close that. And you'll see a clock ticking down there, and all the tasks have their different random clocks going. So let's close that up. And let's move on down to the next one, which is bio search. And this is going to actually search the person's bio. Once again, I think I'll go ahead and I'll use the word infant. That seems to be the most targeted word for the product I have to sell. And let's go ahead and set that down to 42. I mean, you can go ahead and set it to 100 or so if you want. But just for demonstration purposes, I just want to show you that. Click search and follow. Going out checking people's bios for the word infant. And there we come back with our task, another clock running, and you see the status window up there. And here we go, right here where we see the first person is Baby Fabulous. And there you see where they're mentioning infant in their profile. Once again, we've targeted somebody specifically to what we're looking for. We have another clock running. And as I said, you can adjust these clocks if you would like, but we recommend that you go ahead and just leave them what they're set at, because we've done a lot of research on what the best to leave them. And once you have this set up, you're more or less going to minimize it on your computer and let it run for the day, and it's going to do all the work for you. So let's go ahead and minimize that. Let's come back up here and I'll just show you where somebody here got completed and then the rest are pending. So everything's rolling along. And as these tasks finish up, they're just going to roll off the screen and disappear on their own. So next we have target by occupation. So this is going out and finding people and their occupation that they have. So let's say, let's say doctor. And we're going to go out and search for people that list doctor as their occupation. Once again, you would want to, if you're going to use a search, target what fits the product you have or the type of person you are. You know, maybe you have your occupation and you want to find other people with the same occupation. Okay, let's take a look at this person's profile. From this description up here, I can definitely see where they have something to do with the medical profession, and mentions doctor here in one of his tweets. Let's go ahead and close that. And you see our tasks are pending and the clock is rolling. Everything is running at the same time here. We're up to 4 tasks. You can also delete tasks just by simply clicking on the delete button. There, that task is gone and we're down to 3 tasks. Okay, next we're going to go follow by based user. Now this one you can put a username in here and pull down their follower list or their following list. So just for demonstration purposes, let's take this person here. And it could be any Twitter user that you want. So first I'll click Get List, and I'm downloading their followers list. And you can see here where you can adjust it to up to 100 per page. And say I want to follow 100 of these people, I can just click there. See where I've selected 100 users, and I'm going to just go ahead and follow them. Now once again, this would be you'd want to pick a Twitter account that has something in common with the group that you're after. So here we've built that task, and you can see we have our clock running, and you see up here as things go on our different statuses. Here we have everybody pending, different view profiles. So we're now following this person's group of people that he's following. We can do the same thing here with the friend list, the people that are following him. Let's take this person here. Download that list, and once again you see where you can change it to however many you want, and just click here and we'll go ahead and select them all. You click follow, and the task has been added, and we've got another list that we're following based on user. Let's go ahead and drop that down. Next up we have follow back. Or these are people that are following you, and these are the people that come to the top are the people that have been following you the longest. So I want to go ahead and follow 100 of them back. I just change that to 100. Check this box here. It's going to go ahead and we can select them all. There, I selected them all and put them on over here. And this is where we're going to start to get into our message list. So here I've already got a list built, and we're going to get into that in the next video as to how to build these lists. But here's a list that I have called Baby, which is targeting people with baby formula site. and I can just message them, or I can follow them back and message them. Let's just go ahead and message them. And it's going to draw from this list, which is a list of tweets that I built with the tweet builder. And it's going to go out and send those tweets randomly to these 100 people that I've chosen. Okay, and we see the direct message list built and pending, and the clock is set. You come back up here, and you see all the different clocks set, all the different tasks running. As they end, they'll fall off the list. So when you're done setting everything up, you can more or less minimize it. Come back later on and look, and you'll see everything cleared out if they've all run, or whichever ones are left. So that covers the follow tab.